Welcome everybody to Fantasy Football 101 Studios, also known as Typhoons TV. I am your humble host, the Fantasy Typhoon, aka the Mentalist, aka your favorite analyst. Welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Typhoon. 2 minutes with me, the Fantasy Typhoon. And today's star is Dante Foreman, a quick bio. Now, before I get into the analyst, let me just give you the disclaimer. What I'm doing here is just giving you a quick recommendation. You can say, Typhoon, hey, I like what you're saying. I think I'm going to go out and do that. I think I'm going to do that. Or, I'll take some of that and put it in my toolbox. Or you can say, Typhoon, hey, man, no way. Dante Foreman's off my board. Don't like him. It's up to you. All we're here to do is just give you the information and give you the analysts that we've come across our desk, that we've put through our vetting process, and bringing to you just as information. Now, start the 2 minutes. Dante Foreman, former 3-star recruit, turned that chip on his shoulder into a 2,000-yard junior season. You really would like to see a 5-star recruit, but 3-star recruit is fine for the simple fact that he is in his second year. So we already have NFL tape on him. He's passed the eye test. I like the fact that he's married with Bill O'Brien. He's under his regime. As you can see on Hard Knocks, Bill O'Brien pushes his players to the limit, and at the same time, he cares for them. He has their back. I could understand why his players run through a wall for him. Now, it's a good fit in the offense. In years past, this was what you call an ace, W personnel, ace meaning 2 tight end sets. Now that Fedorowicz has retired and I don't think the other tight end is on the roster as well. They just drafted a tight end, so as you can see, with Deshaun Watson being a underdeveloped quarterback, you can see this as a Clemson hybrid offense with a lot of RPO elements, which means that it's a zone blocking system, inside-outside stretch, which means, now, what's the number one trait, folks? If you're listening to the show, what's the number one trait for inside-outside stretch running backs? Not speed, not hand size, not anything from the combine can solidify it. What solidifies running back in inside-outside stretch is vision. You have to be able to stretch it, see the cutback lean, have the speed and the power to go hit it, and also have the instincts to feel when it's time to cut it back. Dante Foreman can pass protect as well as catch. So he is a bona fide 3-down back. He's 6 foot, 233, and guess what? He's only 22 years old. So he'll play this year at 22 years old. There's no real competition for the starting job. He's fighting an aging Lamar Miller. And also note that they did not bring in any competition in the running backfield. So you could maybe see a C.J. Anderson sighting, or maybe see DeMarco Murray sighting, which doesn't scare us at all. That's the only thing that really has concern with us, and you have to check with your doctors, is the ACL rehab. All players are different. You just can't automatically assume that everything will be okay for the simple fact that, ACL is now minimized. But you never know, different player, different situation. Now, for dynasty owners concerned and your buy low, you would want him to actually come off pup. You can get a better price for him. Remember, in your dynasty leagues, your rookie drafts is the number one time that talent transfers roster. That's the only time talent transfers roster at a rapid rate, is doing your rookie drafts. Like just for instance, like let's say you were at a fantasy football convention, you have all fantasy players coming in from all over the globe, being in one area at one time. That's your fantasy drafts, your fantasy rookie draft. So make sure you're alive and active. And I would throw out, let's say, a 2.2, 2.3, Michael Gallup, in that range. See if I can get Dante Foreman on my roster. And like I said, he's 22 years old, and he's not a rookie. We've already seen what he has, but he's 22 years old. He's a rookie. You see what I'm trying to say? He's a rookie, but not a rookie. Finally, make sure you check the ACL tear. And this has been 2 minutes with Typhoon. Thank you. Finally, feel free to freeze or pause the screen so you can read the extra notes. Thank you for listening.